Who said Korean was easy? 알면 알수록 굉장히 알수록 어려운 하지만 그래서 더 재밌는 우리말 정말 달라달라. Of course, we have our one and only 통역 전문가 here in the studio, 김다혜님을 모셨습니다. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
How are you doing?
Not bad, but I cough a lot, as I mentioned before, so I feel like I broke my ribs here.
Oh my goodness.
So I try not to laugh a lot today.
Okay, we'll try to be serious. Sometimes that happens.
Oh, yeah, it's my first time though.
Yeah. If you cough a lot, then sometimes your stomach gets a little bit sore and you can't really do anything because it hurts so much. So hopefully we'll be a little more serious. Try not to make you laugh as we take a look at our topic of the day. 이번 주에는 또 어떤 재미있는 표현들을 가지고 와주셨나요?
Right. Last week we took a look at expression involving food. But it was mostly about Korean expressions. So today we will focus more on English expression involving food.
Okay. Yeah, we talked a lot about like the culture of eating and very different because in Korea we have lots of different cultures.
True.
Especially when paying as well. Maybe we can cover that next week too.
Sure.
So this week 이번 주는 이제 더 재밌는 먹을 때
English expression.
Right.
Especially.
Yeah. 영어에서는 어떻게 접근하는지 알아보면 좋을 것 같습니다.
Yeah, right. So without further ado, let's dive in.
All right. 첫 번째 표현은 뭘까요?
The first expression would be piece of cake.
It's a piece of cake.
이게 한국어로는 이제 케이크 한 조각이라는 뜻인데요. It refers to easy or simple task to do.
Right. 너무 쉽다. 와! It's too easy. Piece of cake.
Right. So there's nothing easier than eating a piece of cake, right?
그렇죠.
So there is an exact equivalent expression in Korea.
Okay.
Guess what?
I think I've heard of this one before.
Really?
식은 죽 먹기.
맞아요. 식은죽
아니면
먹기.
누워서 떡 먹기인가요?
누워서 떡 먹기도 좋아요. 네, 정말 네. 둘 다 너무 좋은 표현인데 it also those expressions include food, right? 죽 means porridge.
Right. And nothing's easier than eating
Cold porridge.
cool porridge.
Right.
It's actually the hardest thing to eat. Hot
Hot
porridge.
porridge is kind of hassle.
Yeah.
But cold porridge, like eating it, is the easiest thing ever in the world.
Yeah. 피디님께서 요즘은 껌이지.
아,
맞아요.
그렇네요. Easy peasy.
That's right. 껌이지.
So, chewing gum.
Yeah.
Right. So we can use it in the context like singing a song in front of many. It'd be a piece of cake for you, right?
그렇죠. Yeah, for you it could be a piece of cake. 그쪽한테는 너무 쉬울 수 있지만 나한테는
어려워요.
굉장히
Singing,
I mean, in literal terms, I would say I don't know. It depends on the crowd.
Right.
It depends on the situation. But I would say like 그 반대가 뜨거운 죽 먹기일까요? Because it's so difficult. I'm not sure. But piece of cake, 식은 죽 먹기이죠. That's right.
So there is another cake-related expression we have. This icing on the cake. Icing refers to like sugary mixture.
Sure. That's right. 한국어로 이 아이싱이 있나요?
아이싱 그냥 설탕 그냥 아이싱이라고 하는 것 같아요.
아, 그래요?
그래서
Yeah,
아이싱 쿠키라고도 하고.
Ah, yeah, right.
It's mostly used to decorate cake or cookies.
That's right. 그래서 케이크 위에 있는 아이싱처럼 or cherry on top.
Cherry on top is the
Yeah.
same meaning, right? 그래서 이제 좋은 거에 또 좋은 거. 그래서
맞아요.
이보다 좋을 순 없다.
아하.
이런 표현으로 사용이 됩니다.
맞아요. 이렇게 직업이 너무 좋은데 pay도 와.
Oh, wow. How paying jobs?
Yeah.
High paying jobs?
그러면 icing on the cake이죠.
Right. Let's say I got a promotion at work and there is a bonus and that is a cherry on top, right?
Cherry on top. 그리고 또 holiday도 준다고 하니까.
Oh,
와.
God.
Icing on the cake, cherry on
cherry
top.
on top. Perfect.
피디님께서 어려운 말로 금상첨화라는
this is actually four Chinese character idiom 사자성어인데요.
그래요?
Meaning that adding flowers to a silk. 그래서 imagine how beautiful it is.
Fancy on fancy.
Fancy with fancy, right?
그런 느낌이네요.
그래서 막 정말 뭐 아까 말씀하셨던 것처럼 우리가 취업이 됐는데 1년에 쉬는 날이 12일이야.
와.
20일이에요. 그러면 금상첨화다. 월급까지 좋으면 금상첨화다. 이렇게 말을 할 수가 있습니다.
그렇죠. Yeah, icing on the cake. 이제 케이크 위에 뭐 크림이나 토핑을 올려주는 것까지 하면 얼마나 더 맛있을까요?
Right,
그런
exactly.
느낌의 cherry on the top or icing on the cake.
그렇죠. Right. So let's move on to the next expression. 다음 표현은요, breadwinner라는 표현인데요. 이게 한국어로는 빵 가져오는 사람이라고 직역하면 그렇게 되는데 you can imagine what that means.
You're right, the breadwinner. Who's the breadwinner?
Who's the breadwinner?
I'm the breadwinner.
You are the breadwinner.
그렇죠.
We are the breadwinner in my family. Both of us. Anyway, 이게 한국어로는 가장이라고 할 수가 있을 것 같아요. 그래서 사실 서양의 주식이 빵이죠. Bread is one of the staple foods in the West. So breadwinner refers to a person who supports family, feed family by earning money.
Right. So whoever brings home the bread will probably be the person who is earning the money, supporting the family.
Right.
So usually it could be the dad, it could be the mom. Sometimes it's the kids. Who knows?
Kids, or who knows, right?
Yeah. Hopefully it's my kids as well in the future.
In the future.
Why not?
Hopefully, why not?
Yeah.
Very creative.
Why not? If you talk about like Home Alone에 나왔던 아역 배우 같은 경우에는
그렇네요.
Right, he was the breadwinner. Sometimes it ends in a pretty tragic story, but if the kids are the breadwinner.
Exactly. That's creative. And how we can say that in the context, like, who's the breadwinner? Then we can say, like, we are the breadwinner.
Yeah,
both
of us. Yeah, 그럴 수 있죠. Or you can say, hey, you know, 나한테 그런 말 하면 안 돼. I'm the one. I'm the breadwinner in the family.
Right. I'm the one put the food on the dinner table.
그렇죠. 또는 I'm the one who brings home the bacon.
Bacon, right. Exactly. 그래서 다음 표현이 말씀해 주셨는데 이제 bring home the bacon이라는 표현도 있습니다.
네네. 이제 생활비를 번다. 내가 생활비를 벌기 때문에 뭐뭐 할 수 있다. It's a terrible mindset to have. But
it makes sense in the context, right?
So bacon도 마찬가지로 like it's like bringing home the meat, bringing home the food.
Bacon is also one of the staple foods, so especially for breakfast.
그렇죠. 아침 식사로 베이컨 없으면 조금 아쉬워서 할 수 있지만 집에 베이컨을 들고 오는 모습은 이제 결국 생활비를 벌어서 온다는 뜻과 같은 거기 때문에 빵이든 베이컨이든
it's kind of reward or achievement or following your dedication or effort.
Sure. Basically describes the person who's the one who works and brings home the food, the money. Very important.
Right. Essential in our lives.
Very.
그렇습니다. 그러면 또 다른 표현은 뭐가 있을까요? Expression involving food could be the apple of my eye.
아하. 사랑할 때. You are the sunshine of my life. 그런 노래 있죠.
맞아요. 그리고 영화 제목도 있던 것 같아요. 대만 영화인데 Taiwanese movie. You are the apple of my eye.
맞아요. 이 가사 안에도 apple of my eye. 노래들이 굉장히 많은데요.
맞습니다.
사랑한다는 뜻이죠.
그래서 if you want to express your strong attachment for someone, you can say you are the apple of my eye.
Right. So this is kind of a noun. 이 명사라고 볼 수 있는데.
그래서 사실 이게 직역하면 내 눈 속의 사과? 이렇게 좀 한국어로 좀 이상하게 직역이 될 수도 있는데 actually, we cannot pinpoint who used this expression first, but it's been said to be a very old expression.
All right. Is there an equivalent in Korean? 눈에 콩깍지 씌운다, but it's like
콩깍지 is a little bit different.
It's very it's a bit different.
but apple of my eye.
내 눈이 안경?
안경. 또 괜찮을 것 같아요.
오케이.
내 눈에 예뻐 보이는 사람.
맞아요, 맞아요. 내 눈에 상대방이
사랑스러운,
사과처럼 달달하고 상큼하게 보이는 아삭아삭 깨물고 싶은.
Fresh, right?
Yeah.
So we use this expression to describe someone who is cherished or loved or highly valued.
Right. Who is the apple of your eye, 김다희님?
My apple of I like to say my husband because maybe he's listening.
Maybe he's listening. I thought you were going to say maybe he's the breadwinner too.
Oh, right. Exactly.
그래서 더 사랑스러울 수 있죠.
맞습니다. So maybe your parents might say, my daughter, you are the apple of my eye.
맞아요. Next one we have bread and butter.
Bread and butter.
그냥 이런 표현도 아닌 것 같은. It's just bread and butter. 이잖아요.
그래서 이게 사실 다 아시다시피 말을 해보면 우리가 빵이랑 버터다.
Yes.
이렇게 직역이 될 수도 있는데 it can be read in two ways, right?
Sure.
So it can be like interpreted that it's essential, or we can say that the way you earn money.
Oh, okay. 그렇죠. Right. So I've kind of heard of this expression when people say, let's see, for example, oh, can you translate this for me?
Sure.
This is very easy. It's my bread and butter.
Okay.
네.
And teaching children is my bread and butter.
Sure. Right. Yeah. So it's something that you're very used to, something that you do quite often. You can describe it as your bread and butter. Right.
And also we can say that like semiconductor is the bread and butter in the era of fourth industrial era.
Fourth industrial revolution.
Revolution, right?
That's true. I guess so. You can say that. 이제 항상 bread는 빠지지 않은 것 같은데요. Yeah. It's interesting to see how we have a lot of 떡 idioms in Korea.
Right.
So 그 반면에 서양은 이제 빵. 빵심이기 때문에
맞아요.
There's always bread in our expressions.
맞아요. 한국에는 밥심이 있으면 서양에는 빵심이 있다.
그렇죠. Yeah, it's very true. Here's another one. 이제 빵도 그렇고 감자를 많이 먹잖아요.
감자.
그래서
맞습니다.
그렇게 많이 먹으면 TV만 계속 보고 you're such a couch potato.
I actually planning of being a couch potato during this weekend.
그렇죠. 방콕하면서 스트리밍을 보고
맞아요.
몰아보기 하는 게 소확행이잖아요.
소확행. 오, you are the genius of Korean.
couch potato, 소파의 한 몸.
couch potato, 그 이제 소파와 한 몸이 된 사람. 을 아까 말씀하셨던 것처럼 뭐 집콕, 방콕 이런 표현을 생각해 보시면 될 것 같은데 맞아요. 이제 you can imagine the scene that people lying and watching TV whole day.
천국이죠. 소파에 앉아서 감자칩만 먹고 누워서 TV를 보고 그런 모습을 couch potato라고 표현하는데요. Yeah, I want to know. 제일 먼저 만들어진 곳이
maybe originated from the States.
Oh yeah,
because they love like potato chips.
Yes,
and there is another newly coined word, desk potato, and couch potato democracy.
desk potato도 있어요.
Desk potato, I heard of it. So desk potato refers to a person who are crazy about, work.
책상 포테이토도 있네요.
책상 포테이토.
어떻게?
재미있는 표현입니다.
일에 중독돼가지고.
맞아요.
끝을 모르는.
Thinking about work whole day and, just have a sedentary lifestyle.
Yeah. You got to be careful at hanging around these people. 이런 분들이랑 같이 어울리면 안 돼요. 나쁜 영향을 받을 수 있기 때문에. Yeah.
They could be bad apple.
맞아요.
bad apple 무슨 뜻일까요?
This is when somebody has a bad influence on you.
Right.
나쁜 영향 끼치는 사람을 bad apple이라고 표현하는데요.
Exactly. And did you know that apples should not be stored together with other fruits or vegetables?
Yeah, there's a lot of different know-hows about how to like organize your refrigerator.
Right,
전혀
right.
몰랐어요.
I didn't know about it either. Because apple release a specific hormone called ethylene.
Ethylene, okay.
Which can spoil or ripen surrounding fruits.
Interesting.
So even if one apple is bad, the other can be affected quickly.
맞아요. The same goes for like 귤.
아, 귤.
귤 하나가 이제 썩으면 금방 퍼지잖아요. So I think in that same way. I don't know if it's the same or 그 식물 호르몬 때문에는 잘 모르겠지만 it's like the same kind of nuance. Yeah.
Right.
So bad apple, 나쁜 사과보다는 이제 썩은
사과, rotten apple를
말하는 거죠.
So let's take a look at some examples. Like we can say in any groups of friends, there might be a bad apple who always try to manipulate or take advantage of others.
Sure. That one bad apple can lead the whole group
Right.
down the wrong lane.
그래서 이런 말도 봤는데 여기에 나쁜 사람이 없으면 that could be you.
맞아요. 맞아. 생각해보면 우리 그룹에는 누가 나쁘지? 별로 없는 것 같은데? 그러면 결국 본인이에요.
Because there must be some.
왜냐면 항상 bad apple이 있거든요. 친구들이 아니면 본인일 수도 있기
Just
때문에.
think about it.
Look at the mirror. And judge yourself.
Right.
In any case, talking about apples, here's another one. Apples and oranges.
Apples and oranges. Think about it. It's totally different. 100% different, right?
그렇죠.
그래서 한국어로는 우리가 천지 차이다. 이렇게 쓸 수가 있을 것 같아요. 천 means sky and G means ground.
The ground.
Terrain. So it's like a total difference.
Difference between the sky and the land.
Right. How different it is.
What could be a good example? So what if we ask, hey, do you like Mexican food or do you like pizza? I cannot compare.
It's
like apples and oranges.
Right, exactly.
너무 어려운 그런 문제에도 너무 비교가
You
안
can't
된다.
even compare.
Can't compare. 천지 차이다. 그렇죠. Here's an easy one.
Cup
A cup of tea.
I like this pronunciation.
Yeah.
It's cute, right?
Cup of tea.
Cup of tea. 그래서 얘 어디서 유래가 된 걸까요?
I would say 영국이 아닐까.
맞습니다. 이게 there are thousands, hundreds of thousands of teas. So if you can find your taste of tea, it's a cup of tea. It's like perfect. So we use this expression to express your your taste. Right.
Sure. 그래서 이거를 마시고 싶어. It's actually not my cup of tea. 사실 차 아니어도
맞아요.
Maybe if you say, 이 영화 보고 싶어? It's not my cup of tea.
Right.
내 취향은
아니다. 그래서 요런 거 할 때 이제 한국어로는 cup of tea. 취향 저격했는데? 이런 말로도 쓸 수 있을 것 같아요.
Yeah. Ooh, that's my cup of tea.
네, 취향 저격 이렇게
I like it.
쓰가 있습니다. 네.
Next up we have also a fun one.
Right. I often use this expression in a nutshell.
In a nutshell.
Nutshell means like 견과류 껍질이라고 할 수가 있는데 그래서 견과류를 보시면 이제 껍질은 딱딱하고 it's actually useless, right? But we actually need a kernel inside of nutshell. That is the important one, and we need the essence. So 그래서 이제 이 한국어 뜻은 이제 간단하게 얘기를 해보면 요약을 해보면 이렇다 이렇게 얘기를 할 때 in a nutshell.
Right. So 간단하게
요약을 맞습니다.
설명해 줄 때 이거 영화를 봤는데 어떤 내용이었지? You ask somebody what was the story. Well, I'll tell you in a nutshell.
It's a love story.
Yeah. 결국에는 다 사랑 이야기 아니었습니까?
It's love story.
마블 영화 같은 것도 다
맞아요. Hero story.
다 love story예요.
In a nutshell, it was
아이언맨도
in a nutshell. Eventually, it's all about love, right?
맞아요.
그래서 이제 우리가 꽉 찬 내용물만 얘기를 하고 싶을 때 이제 in a nutshell, 간단하게 말해서 이렇다. 사랑 얘기다.
Right.
이런 식으로 쓸 수가 있습니다.
A synopsis. This is one that you'd probably use quite often. 이거는
맞아요.
흔히 쓰는 것 같아요.
많이 썼던 것 같아요, 저도. So,
Right.
there is another expression that goes like all in all.
All in all.
All in all.
그렇죠. Yeah.
그래서 이제 when we write an essay, we always use this expression to like summarize all the things.
In conclusion, 결국에는
맞아요.
all in all.
All in all.
In a nutshell. 맞아요.
In conclusion.
맞습니다.
굉장히 유용한 표현입니다.
Here's a fun one that we probably use all the time as well.
Right. 그래서 한국어 표현을 조금 더 소개해드려 볼까 하는데요. 남의 떡이 커 보인다. 이런 말이 있습니다. 그래서 there is an exact equivalent proverb in English.
그렇죠. The grass is greener.
on the other side of the fence. 그래서 비슷한 표현으로 음식은 들어가는 표현은 아니지만 뭐 사촌이 땅을 사면 배 아프다. 이런 또 자매품도 있습니다.
Sure. But 역시 한국 표현에도 또 떡이 들어가 있네요. 그렇죠?
맞습니다. Maybe 떡 is equivalent to the expression, the word cake. Because it's a good one. It's like tasty.
Sure. So when you compare somebody else's piece of cake or piece of 떡, but that one looks bigger.
Right.
똑같은 사이즈긴 한데.
Right.
It's the same size, but it's always the other person's. Looks more delicious.
Right, tasty.
So, does it taste different? 똑같은 초콜릿인데 다른 맛인가?
맞습니다.
So in English, we always say, the grass is greener on the other side.
of the fence.
그렇죠.
Right. So there is another expression involving 떡, rice cake. 그래서 한국 표현으로 이제 보기 좋은 떡이 먹기도 좋다. 이런 표현도 있죠. 그래서 영어로 해보면 what looks good tastes good.
Yeah. It's just kind of an obvious one, right? 뻔한 거네요. It tastes what it looks like. What looks good must taste good.
이왕이면 또 보기 좋은 떡이 먹기도 좋다. 그런 거죠.
That's true. Here's one that I don't think I've heard of this one before.
Really?
죽 쏟다?
죽 쏟다. 죽 means porridge.
어떤 의미인가요?
We made a porridge. Actually, it means like everything was screwed. So like 망했다. 라고 쓸 수 있을 것 같아요. 그래서 제가 오늘 시험을 봤는데 I said last week was my finals. So 나 시험 죽 썼어. 이렇게 말할 수가 있어요.
Totally messed up.
Right.
Screwed up.
Screwed up.
Oh no. 죽 쏟다. That's a fun one.
That's a fun one.
써보겠습니다. Hopefully I don't have any 죽 쏘는 일. But 재밌네요.
Luckily, right. 그래서 there's another fun, like cute expression, Korean expression. 파김치가 됐다. Have you heard of this expression?
맞아요. 이거는 this is so accurate.
Right.
이게 너무
accurate?
I think so. 너무 피곤할 때,
Right.
지칠 때, 그럴 때 파김치가 됐다라고 하면은 진짜 파김치 굉장히
Can you imagine?
Yeah. So we're talking about the spring onions. And if they're fresh and raw, 굉장히 뾰족하고 잘 서 있는데
Also have a large size and vibrant, right?
But if they are marinated and becomes a kimchi, then they are just very loose. It's like a ribbon.
Right. Lost its
Has
crispness.
has no form at all.
Right. And its size reduces.
Yes.
Like in half. Maybe. So if someone who was lively but energetic, but suddenly turning to the third person, we say, 완전 파김치가 됐다. 이렇게 표현을 합니다.
Right. Yeah. That's why I think it's so accurate. It's a lot of fun to describe somebody as 파김치 because you can see that this person's soul is like a
right. You can imagine the picture, right?
Yeah, definitely can. 진짜 싱싱할 때는 부피도 크고
vibrant, energetic,
yeah.
but you know.
담그게 되면 이제 파가 절반 이하로 줄어들기 때문에 말이 되네요. That's a fun one. Here's another one if we're talking about a little bit more of food.
Okay, sure. 그래서 한국어로 또 콩나물 시루다. 이런 표현이 있습니다.
Right.
Have you heard of this expression before?
Yeah, and I
Really?
think when we talk about, what do you call it? Subway.
All
지하철
right.
안에도.
Exactly.
So 영어로 packed like sardines.
Right, right. 정어리 통조림이다. 이런 표현을 영어에서는 쓰고 있습니다.
Right, yeah.
It's packed like sardines.
Yeah, 퇴근 시간에도
출퇴근
2호선,
시간. While commuting.
9호선.
Right.
It's
완전히
probably-
콩나물 시루입니다. 그래서
그렇죠.
자리가 하나도 없고 이제 뭔가 꽉꽉 차 있을 때 we say it's like sardines, packed like sardines.
Well, it is around 8:30 p.m. Hopefully, you're not packed like sardines on the
Hopefully,
subways
right.
or the buses.
Hopefully, right.
But in any case, hope you guys get home safe. Well, in a nutshell, that was our segment. 김다야님 너무나 감사했습니다. 덕분에 많은 걸 배워봤습니다.
감사합니다.
We'll have to see you again next week. In the meantime, talking about bread and butter, here's BTS with Butter.